Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited today because I have a unique grocery haul to share with you. I'm 15 weeks pregnant currently, and these are all the foods that I'm trying to incorporate into my diet for healthy baby, for growth, for development, also things for myself such as energy, clearer skin, better hair, all of the things. I feel like I just want to, of course I take my vitamins and recommended things that the OB recommended to me during pregnancy, but I want to get as much as I can through foods instead of always just focusing on supplementing. So disclaimer, if you have very hard pregnancies and you have nausea and you have vomiting and you have aversions, I have been there and I get it and I understand how it's like you can literally only eat what you can eat, and I totally understand. Now that I'm 15 weeks, I am just about 1 week of no throwing up and I am feeling pretty good. I'm still nauseous pretty much all day, but it's a very mild nausea that I can handle, and most importantly, when it comes to food, my aversions have lifted. If you've never had pregnancy aversions, they're the weirdest, horrible things because it doesn't even have to be food. Like this pregnancy, have had an aversion to all of our cups. And so it's been really hard for me to drink anything because all of our cups are just like, I can't drink out of them. It's the weirdest thing, but a lot of my aversions have lifted and my cravings have kind of subsided now that I'm in the second trimester. And I'm like, yay, I don't have to eat all carbs and all salt. I can start to incorporate some of these healthy, yummy foods that'll be so good for my baby and so good for development, but also really good things for me. Like I need all the energy. I break out when I'm pregnant, so I want things that are gonna help give me clear skin, all the things. So I went ahead and did a grocery haul last night in bed and got everything delivered this morning. By the way, if you're new, please subscribe. I make new videos every Monday on health, on wellness, on recipes, meal prep. Of course, a few pregnancy videos thrown in here and there, but if you want more pregnancy content, that's for my members. And on Instagram, I try to post reels a lot lately. Okay, so let's get right into it. First off, let me talk vitamins very quickly. So, like I mentioned, I do break out during pregnancy. With my pregnancy with Rocco, which is my youngest child, I broke out like crazy. It just erupted. I've always had somewhat acne-prone skin, but it has always been very manageable through products or routine, and it's not been something that has really affected my life greatly. But when I got pregnant with him, my skin just exploded. It erupted. It was painful, and I attributed it to pregnancy. I thought it would go away after. It took years to try to pinpoint and figure out what it was. And I know now that certain supplements really trigger my skin. And unfortunately, a lot of those vitamins happen to be in prenatals. For me, it's biotin and B12. Biotin, I don't see why it's necessary to be in prenatals because it's kind of marketed for hair, skin, and nails, even though if you're acne prone, it'll make you break out. But it really doesn't, I don't think, have any benefits for the baby. So of course, talk to your OB, talk to your doctor about this, but I was taking a prenatal without biotin. I thought maybe that would be enough and the B12 would be okay. And I got a breakout. So I felt like it was okay to switch to something different. Now that my first trimester is over, I okayed it with my OB. I told her my situation. She was perfectly fine with it. So I take folate every single day separately. I also take this. This is the Mary Ruth's Organic, the multi-mineral nighttime. Kind of helps you fall asleep. It has magnesium, it has vitamin C, D, calcium, zinc, selenium, copper, magnesium citrate, it has chromium, it has a bunch of really great ingredients. I take this, my kids take this, my husband takes this every single night. We get the coconut flavor. Of course, during pregnancy, the coconut flavor disgusts me, but normally I absolutely love the coconut flavor and my whole family loves it, and I just suck it up and I drink it anyways. But normally I love this flavor. I love coconut stuff, but right now I don't. I'm gonna put it away though. So yeah, my OB has okayed me doing that and the folate, and she wants me to add in some omegas and some vitamin D as well. Now, I am not a pregnancy health expert. However, I have done a lot of reading. I've done a lot of researching. You guys know that I went and got my health coach certification later this year, which basically means I just spent a lot of time researching and learning about health and specifically nutrition. So I know that choline is super important for pregnancy, and you can get choline through eggs. So even in my first trimester, when I couldn't stomach much, I could stomach eggs, and I have been trying to eat as many eggs as possible. They taste amazing to me, so that's great. And I need lots of carbs, so eggs and toast has been great throughout my first trimester. But choline is the essential nutrient that you're trying to get from the eggs. Of course, the protein and the healthy fats as well. But the choline supports brain development, neural tube defects, cognitive development, placenta and spinal cord development, maternal well-being, liver function, and gene expression. So overall, a really, really great thing. You can get this in eggs, meat, and milk. Now I am taking folate, but folate is just one of those like powerhouse ingredients that you want for your baby's development during pregnancy. That's why I do supplement with it, because it's very important, but you can get it in through some food as well. So I'm going to start incorporating spinach now that I feel like I can eat spinach again. I'm actually just gonna do a smoothie every morning with a few of these like specific ingredients that I wouldn't necessarily eat on its own. I could do these with my eggs, but I think I'm gonna do like a smoothie as well. Just dark leafy greens, rich in iron, rich in folate, so good for you, for baby's development, so great for both of us. Now, throughout my pregnancy with Julian, I was not anemic. My anemia developed when I was pregnant with Rocco. I have been anemic off and on my whole life, but it really developed when I was pregnant with him. And I have not been able to fully like recover from that. So I've been getting iron infusions as needed throughout the past 3 years. And then during this pregnancy, we're obviously watching it as well, watching my ferritin, my platelets, all those things. So what I can do is try to incorporate iron-rich foods. I have just recently purchased an iron supplement that I've heard is very gentle. I'm gonna start trying it out. But typically I do not take iron supplements. If you have an issue with anemia, your doctor may have told you this, but it can really upset your stomach if you have gut issues. And I do have gut issues. They're kind of related, honestly, being anemic and gut issues. So for me, just the iron infusions as needed, which is like a few times a year, has been better for me than taking it every single day. But I do feel that in pregnancy, the iron is so important, and it can cause you to, like I had to have Rocco a few weeks early due to my platelets dropping and stuff. So I really want to focus on it again this pregnancy, just like I tried to with his. And that is through iron-rich foods. So for me, that was the spinach, but also lots of red meat. So I have some ribeye here. I have some ground beef. I also love little beef sticks after my workout. These little Archer mini ones I get from Costco. I mainly use them for my kids' lunch, but I love to eat a couple of these too. Or the Chomps, the jalapeno flavor is so good. And these are both grass-fed, I believe. I know, yeah, grass-fed and grass-finished beef, 10 grams of protein, 0 sugar, really great options. Not to mention, of course, all of those protein-rich foods gives me so much more energy for my workouts, so much more energy throughout the day. Of course, if you are iron deficient or anemic, you know you can get that fatigue. And then when you're pregnant, you can get even more fatigue. So all that protein really helps. I've been trying to keep up with my workouts, and incorporating protein really just helps me feel my best. So another thing I have just on hand if I need it, some protein options. I really like these Owen shakes, or Owen. They're actually plant-based, but I've always just really enjoyed the taste of them. You can get them at Target, Whole Foods. I kind of see them wherever now. But I just have these in my fridge if I need a quick protein shake after a workout. And I just, for some reason, protein powder and like making a smoothie at home, aversion has tasted terrible. It's too sweet. I can't do it. So for some reason, the chocolate flavors of the Owen shakes have been good. They're a little bit thinner consistency, and they're just easier kind of just to get down for me. So these usually have, some of them have like 32 grams of protein, but these have 20, this specific one. But yeah, they're great. They taste really good, easy for on the go. A lot of times if I'm like going to pick up the kids from school or whatever, if I had just finished a workout or a walk, I'll grab one of these, one of the beef sticks, and head out the door. Hard-boiled egg. It's kind of like a great post-workout protein snack. Other protein options that I love are cottage cheese and plain Greek yogurt. I have really just not been a fan of sweet things throughout this pregnancy. So protein shakes and like protein balls or bars, just like, meh, don't interest me, which honestly is good because I like to get most of my protein from whole food sources anyways. Even when I wasn't pregnant, I would only try to get like 1 serving of protein powder or like a protein supplement a day. So these are perfect for me, and I just kind of use them on everything. I use them in a lot of different recipes. Honestly, I don't always just like eat them as is. So for Greek yogurt, I use this in place of mayo and like a chicken salad. I use it in place of sour cream on fajitas or tacos. Like I use it for so many different things. I absolutely love it. So good. And then the cottage cheese lately, I've been doing the viral pizza bowl. You can just look it up on Instagram or TikTok. And it's basically cottage cheese, marinara, turkey pepperoni, some cheese, and whatever veggies you have on hand. You heat it up in the air fryer or the microwave. Oh, it's so good. I love it, and it's a great way to get in a ton of protein. Okay, so let's talk electrolytes a little bit. So typically, I drink electrolytes every single day. I'm very active. I live in Florida. I usually go on a 3 or 4 mile walk every day. I'm also outside with my kids every day. I work out like 5 or 6 times a week, and so I really needed to replenish my electrolytes with a supplement. So I would do something like Element or Redmond Relay. Those are my 2 favorites. However, during pregnancy so far, I have not been able to stomach them. Anytime I actually typically do the Redmond Relay, that was really grossing me out, big aversions to that. So I switched over to Element, was able to do it for a few days. And then every time I try to drink it now, it makes me get very sick. So unfortunately, I can't drink it. If you can stomach it, this is great for you. It has the sodium, the potassium, the magnesium. It's really gonna replenish you. And you need to replenish while you're pregnant, especially if you're working out and you're sweating and all that. So anyways, if you can do it, do it. I just can't. So sipping on plain water throughout the day is pretty much all I can do. But of course, you know the importance of water. But something I can do is pickles. The poor man's electrolyte powder is what I like to call it, and the original electrolyte. So me and Rocco, Julian doesn't love pickles, but me and Rocco go through about one of these a week. I just grabbed a big one from Costco this morning. Grillos are just like our favorite. We both can just like chow down on these. I love the juice. Now he started to love the juice, and they're just so good. So the original electrolyte, they're salty and yummy and delicious. So I was talking about digestion earlier. Of course, that can become an issue when you're pregnant as well. My digestion has been all over the place. So trying to incorporate some foods with fiber is really great for that. And I just think berries in general are so good for you. They have all the antioxidants. So wild blueberries are like my favorite. I have frozen so I can throw it in a smoothie, but I also have fresh that I wash and kind of keep in the fridge every week for my kids, for myself. Great in the morning, so I have some blueberries and strawberries there. But yeah, I try to have berries just about every day. I feel like wild blueberries especially are just so good for you, and it's really easy to grab them from the frozen section. Just throw them in an overnight oat, in a yogurt, or smoothie. Same thing with the oatmeal, a great source of carbs, especially if you're nauseous. Oatmeal can be really great in the morning and just very simple and plain and easy to digest, easy on your stomach. Also has about 5 grams of fiber per serving. I try to get about 25 grams of fiber per day, so these 5 grams from the oatmeal really gets me off to a great start, plus some from the berries. Raspberries, I think, are the berries with the most amount of fiber, but I've just found that they go bad on me so quickly, so I haven't bought them as often recently, but I do like these Bob's Red Mill. I've been doing overnight oats with these. And of course, we have our healthy fats, so I have some avocado. I cook in olive oil or avocado oil. I really love avocado toast. I've kind of like got back into it recently. It's so good. Sourdough bread, you guys know I like to buy it or like to make it too, so sourdough bread is really great for your gut. So all good things, pregnant or not, healthy fats. More healthy fats and omegas. I have some salmon. I try to find wild caught when I can, but I just have some regular. This is just like Atlantic salmon that I got. I'm gonna have this for dinner tonight. Try to have salmon as often as possible. This is something that I'm gonna put it away so it's not out for too long. Something that I was really heavily incorporating over the spring, and then when I got pregnant in the summer, I just had an aversion to it. I wasn't able to eat it. And I had been so consistent about eating it like 3 or 4 or 5 times a week. I really want to get back into it. I don't think I'm ready to go back into my canned salmon that I was doing. But for dinner, like 2 nights a week, can totally do it. My whole family likes it too. I usually just do like a salmon rice bowl with like soy sauce and cucumbers and sesame seeds. It's really easy and simple in the air fryer, and they love that. So your salmon is gonna have your omega-3s, it's gonna have your protein, it's gonna have your healthy fats. So pregnant or not, it is just so good for you. Like I said, I'm also focusing on my skin and my hair. If you did not know, your hair, for some reason, grows like crazy when you're pregnant. At least mine does. My hair actually gets like thicker and just nicer and grows. I feel like it grows faster when I'm pregnant. I don't know, it's the weirdest thing. Of course, you have the pregnancy, like postpartum hair loss after, but I'm gonna enjoy this phase while I can. And the omegas from the salmon are just so good for your hair. So anyways, yeah, I'm focusing on my hair health. So that's why I'm doing all the salmon and everything. And then also kind of to go along with that, like hair, skin, hormones, all the things, I'm gonna be making this little mixture, this little trail mix. I'm gonna kind of have this as my evening, like in bed snack if I need something. I tend to get a little nauseous at night. So I have organic sprouted pumpkin seeds. These also have some protein. I have some dried apricots. These also have some fiber and some probiotics. And I have some dark chocolate with sea salt and almonds. So the dried apricots obviously taste really good. It's a way to kind of, if you want like a sweet treat, have something that's not super high in sugar, but it also has some iron, some fiber, some potassium, other vitamins. Like it's just really kind of a great little snack for you that has some extra added nutrients. So I'm gonna be adding these in. Specifically for me, I liked the benefits of iron. Same thing with the dark chocolate. I'm gonna pretend like it's a very great source of iron for me and all other nutrients. I personally don't love dark chocolate as much. I actually ordered like a high percentage of dark chocolate. I did Instacart and they swapped it out for a 55%. So as far as taste goes, I'll probably actually like this better, but I usually do like the Lindt squares and I get like the darkest chocolate they have, like I don't know, like 70% or 90%. It's a little bit more bitter. I love it on my oats, but yeah, I'm gonna make like a little trail mix. And then same thing with the pumpkin seeds. It has your iron, it has some zinc. I think it even has, yeah, magnesium, copper, potassium, calcium, vitamin D. It has some protein. Like it's honestly a superfood. So for me, this is my little dessert, little snacky. You can also have this on the go. I'll just chop it up and put it in little baggies and have it ready to go. And it's my superfood, iron-rich snack during pregnancy, my little trail mix. Sweet potatoes, obviously really great, healthy carb. I'm trying to switch over to healthier carbs and not just do like a ton of bread. So that's why I have the oats and the sweet potato. And then lastly, something I'm going to start incorporating in is turmeric. You guys know I love Madeline Moves. I do her program. I'm specifically doing her Mom Moves like prenatal workout program right now. And she is also pregnant and she was talking about how she is focusing on turmeric a few times a week to aid in iron absorption. And I was like, done. I need to start doing that. So I'm going to add some turmeric into my little morning smoothies with the blueberries and the spinach and everything else. So I think this will be a great addition. I used to juice like turmeric and ginger and orange and carrot juice all the time. And my kids loved it and they still ask about it. Like I haven't even probably made it since Rocco was like, well, sometimes I make it around the holidays, but it's been a long time. And whenever I get like this or ginger or just like oranges, Rocco's like, did you make the juice? Did you make the carrot juice? And so maybe I'll make him some juice. I have not juiced in forever, but that's why I got the turmeric. Yeah, in the second trimester, I'm really focusing on iron, really focusing on protein, really focusing on folate and choline and anything that will really help with baby's development, baby's growth, my energy, my iron levels, and things like that. I hope you guys found this video somewhat interesting. If you're pregnant or not, all these things are very healthy for you and very delicious. And I feel like can be incorporated so easily into your routine. If you have any questions or anything that you want to share with me, comments are open down below and I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching.